This ABC15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. Straight up.
Hi, I'm Nick Saletti here with your afternoon update on a Monday from ABC15 Arizona. It's a big week in our state with the mask mandate ban officially going into effect on Wednesday. Right now, several schools across the valley require a mask, and there are legal challenges to the governor's law. There's no timetable for a judge to rule on these lawsuits. Some positive news on the vaccine front in the U.S. Health officials say they're confident there is enough supply for both booster shots and for when shots are approved for younger kids. Right now, more than 40 million vaccines are available. More than 70 million Americans, though, are unvaccinated. If you need a vaccine, the City of Phoenix mobile vaccine unit will be at Desert West Community Center near 67th Avenue and Thomas. It'll be parked there until 1 p.m. There will also be COVID testing available. You can register ahead of time at communityforimmunity.com. The CDC is out with some new recommendations for families on how to celebrate Halloween safely. Health officials say trick-or-treating is fine, but it's still best for kids to avoid crowded events. Instead, they suggest sticking to smaller groups. Vaccines could be approved for kids ages 5 to 11 just before Halloween. In the West Valley, the city of Glendale is asking for the public's input on redistricting. It's for a final map approval in November. The meeting is at Foothills Recreation and Aquatic Center at 6:30, or you can also provide online input at glendaleaz.com. The search continues in Buckeye today for a missing geologist. Daniel Robinson hasn't been seen or heard from in 3 months. Robinson's dad has now assembled his own team of private investigators and volunteer search teams after he says police weren't doing enough. After a very rainy day across the valley Sunday, many homes still have areas perfect for mosquitoes to multiply. West Nile virus has been found in more mosquitoes this year than the last 3 years combined. In 2021, there have been 7 West Nile deaths in Maricopa County confirmed, with 138 cases, a sharp spike from 2020 when there were only 3 cases and 1 death. The number of mosquitoes testing positive for West Nile has also jumped dramatically from last year. 660 mosquitoes have tested positive this year compared to just 10 the last year. Thankfully, West Nile doesn't show up in most people.
Watch out for dawn and dusk and nighttime. That's when mosquitoes tend to be the most active because during the day they get a little bit dehydrated.
Some easy things you can do to avoid mosquitoes making themselves at home. At your home is dump standing water in pots, buckets or kids' toys, clean out your gutters, and fix leaky faucets. Instagram putting a pause on its Instagram for Kids platform. The news comes as Facebook, the parent company, is pushing back against claims that Instagram is toxic for teens. A recent report from the Wall Street Journal found Instagram increases body image issues for a third of all teenage girls. The report looks at leaked documents from 3 years of internal research on the effects the app has had on teenage mental health. But in a new statement, the head of research at Facebook claims the report misinterprets the data. Facebook says in 11 of 12 areas on a slide referenced by the Wall Street Journal, more girls said that they struggled with that issue. Also said that Instagram made those difficult times better instead of worse. Body image was the only area where teen girls said Instagram made the issue worse. Facebook also touting the new resources added to Instagram to help anyone struggling with body image issues and restrict which users are allowed to protect themselves from bullies. Still, Facebook has not released the full data from their internal research. It's coming Thursday. Facebook's head of global safety is expected to appear before a Senate committee to answer for the claims made in that Wall Street Journal report.
Tracking your most accurate forecast on this Monday morning. Good morning, everyone. I'm meteorologist Jorge Torres. We're still talking about the opportunity for showers and storms across the state today, mainly in the morning. Notice how Futurecast by noon shows the potential for lingering showers, mainly up around the Four Corners area in the Navajo Nation and across eastern Arizona, too. And by 5, we could see some wraparound moisture-producing storms there in Coconino County, just to the west of Flagstaff, and even in portions of Yavapai County, too, in places like Sedona, for example. And then we'll begin to gradually dry out later on tonight. So today, highs in the 60s up in Flagstaff, Heber, and Show Low, too. 70s in Payson, Sedona, and Prescott. From the valley to the south, highs in the upper 80s and 90s as you head farther to the west. So here's your 7-day forecast. We go from 88 today back to the lower 90s on Tuesday. Then we're back into the 80s by Wednesday, and for the end of monsoon season, which is this Thursday, chance for showers that day at 40%. Then back in the 90s for the first day of the state fair.
Another update tonight. Until then, get the latest news, weather, and traffic at ABC15.com or just download our free ABC15 mobile app.
This ABC15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. Straight up.